Have you ever felt the need to step back from the chaos of daily life and find a moment of peace? In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the constant noise and distractions that surround us. But what if we told you that the key to unlocking your spiritual growth lies in the power of solitude? That's right. By taking the time to be alone with your thoughts and feelings, you can tap into a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world. Now, before we dive into the benefits of solitude, let's take a moment to define what we mean by this term. Solitude is often misunderstood as a state of loneliness or isolation, but in reality, it is a choice to spend time alone with oneself. It is a deliberate decision to step away from the distractions of the outside world and focus inward. Solitude is not about cutting yourself off from others, but rather about creating a space for self-reflection and introspection. When we take the time to be alone with our thoughts, we give ourselves the opportunity to process our experiences and emotions in a way that is not possible when we are constantly surrounded by others. Solitude allows us to take a step back from the demands of daily life and gain a new perspective on our challenges and goals. By spending time in quiet contemplation, we can develop a deeper understanding of our own needs and desires and gain clarity on the steps we need to take to achieve our aspirations. In addition to promoting self-awareness, solitude has been shown to have numerous benefits for mental health. Studies have found that spending time alone can help reduce stress and anxiety, improve mood, and boost creativity. When we are constantly bombarded with external stimuli, our minds can become overwhelmed and unable to focus. By taking a break from the noise and distractions of the outside world, we give our brains a chance to rest and recharge, leading to improved cognitive function and overall well-being. While the benefits of solitude for the mind are well documented, the impact of alone time on our spiritual growth is often overlooked. When we spend time in solitude, we create a space for deeper connection with our inner selves and the world around us. By quieting the chatter of the mind, we open ourselves up to the wisdom and guidance that comes from within. In many spiritual traditions, solitude is seen as a necessary component of personal growth and development. By spending time alone in meditation, prayer, or contemplation, we can tap into a deeper understanding of our purpose and place in the world. Solitude allows us to listen to the still small voice within and gain clarity on our spiritual path. Now that we've explored the benefits of solitude for the mind and soul, let's talk about some practical ways to incorporate this practice into your daily life. One of the most important things to remember is that solitude doesn't have to mean hours of isolation. Even a few minutes of quiet time each day can have a profound impact on your well-being. One simple way to find moments of solitude is to wake up a little earlier each morning and spend some time alone before starting your day. Use this time to meditate, journal, or simply sit in quiet contemplation. You can also create a dedicated space in your home for solitude, whether it's a corner of your bedroom or a quiet spot in your backyard. Another way to incorporate solitude into your life is to set aside dedicated time each week for alone time. This could mean taking a solo walk in nature, visiting a museum or art gallery on your own, or simply spending an afternoon reading a book in a quiet cafe. The key is to make solitude a regular part of your routine, rather than a rare indulgence. For some people, the idea of spending time alone can be intimidating or even frightening. If you find yourself struggling with the concept of solitude, know that you are not alone. Many people have been conditioned to believe that being alone is a sign of weakness or failure, but nothing could be further from the truth. If you find yourself feeling anxious or uncomfortable when spending time alone, start small. Begin by setting aside just a few minutes each day for quiet reflection and gradually increase the amount of time as you become more comfortable. Remember that solitude is a skill that can be developed over time, and it's okay to take things at your own pace. It can also be helpful to reframe your thinking around solitude. Instead of seeing it as a negative experience, try to approach it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Remind yourself of the many benefits of alone time and focus on the positive aspects of this practice. In many spiritual traditions, solitude is seen as an essential component of personal growth and development. From the Christian mystics who sought God in the wilderness to the Buddhist monks who meditate in solitude for years at a time, the practice of spending time alone has been a cornerstone of spiritual practice for centuries. One of the most well-known examples of the power of solitude in spiritual practice is the story of the Buddha. According to legend, the Buddha achieved enlightenment after spending years meditating alone under a Bodhi tree. Through his solitary practice, he was able to gain a deep understanding of the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. Similarly, in the Christian tradition, Jesus is often depicted as seeking solitude in the wilderness or on mountaintops to pray and connect with God. The practice of spending time alone in nature is seen as a way to deepen one's relationship with the divine and gain clarity on one's spiritual path. Speaking of nature, spending time alone in the great outdoors can be a powerful way to connect with oneself and the world around us. There is something about being surrounded by the beauty and majesty of nature that can help put our problems into perspective and remind us of our place in the grand scheme of things. When we spend time alone in nature, we give ourselves the opportunity to disconnect from the distractions of modern life and tune in to the rhythms of the natural world. Whether it's the sound of birdsong in the early morning or the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind, nature has a way of calming the mind and soothing the soul. In addition to providing a peaceful environment for solitude, nature can also be a powerful teacher. By observing the cycles of the seasons and the intricate web of life that surrounds us, we can gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and our own place in the world. While the benefits of solitude are many, it's important to remember that too much of anything can be harmful. Just as we need social connection and interaction to thrive, we also need time alone to recharge and reconnect with ourselves. The key is to find a healthy balance between solitude and social interaction. This will look different for everyone, depending on their individual needs and preferences. Some people may need more alone time than others, while some may thrive on social interaction and find solitude more challenging. One way to find balance is to pay attention to your own energy levels and emotional state. If you find yourself feeling drained or overwhelmed after spending time with others, it may be a sign that you need some alone time to recharge. On the other hand, if you find yourself feeling isolated or lonely after spending too much time alone, it may be time to seek out social connection. The power of solitude in spiritual growth cannot be overstated. By taking the time to be alone with ourselves, we give ourselves the opportunity to connect with our inner wisdom, gain clarity on our spiritual path, and cultivate a deeper sense of peace and well-being. Whether it's through meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature, solitude can be a powerful tool for personal and spiritual growth. By making it a regular part of our lives, we can tap into a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. So the next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed or disconnected, remember the power of solitude. Take a few moments to step away from the noise and distractions of daily life and allow yourself to be alone with your thoughts and feelings. You may be surprised at the insights and clarity that arise when you give yourself the gift of solitude. We hope this video has inspired you to explore the power of solitude in your own life. If you found it helpful, we encourage you to like and share it with others who may benefit from this message. We also invite you to share your own experiences with solitude in the comments below. How has spending time alone impacted your personal and spiritual growth? What practices or techniques have you found most helpful in cultivating a sense of inner peace and connection? If you're interested in learning more about the role of solitude in spiritual practice, we recommend checking out some of the resources in the description below. From books and articles to guided meditations and retreats, there are many ways to deepen your understanding and experience of this powerful practice. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the power of solitude. May you find the peace, clarity, and connection that comes from spending time alone with yourself and the world around you.